So I'm almost back on. Okay, this is one of my Stride people. I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you could do me a favor, I want to go ahead and get started today and try something. And then I'll start sending you some directions so that you can log in and we can do the Brady Bunch postage stamp thing. I'm going to do something every day this week for 30 minutes. And so if you can figure out how to do it, great. That way we can interact a little bit more. But today I just wanted to go and give you something so you could go ahead and get started. I'm going to screen share real fast what it looks like so that you'll see. And if you are not a Stride person and you email me, I'll explain it to you. But if you're not a Stride person, you don't have access to it. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share so that you can see exactly what we're doing. Okay. It's probably going to make me log in. I've been sitting here for a while. All right. So this is what the Stride looks like from your end. When you log, basically the way that it's going to work is I've gone ahead and I've created a website for you. Hold on, I'm going to stop this. And I'm going to stop that. All right, hold on. If you'll go to, I need screen, not a program. And I don't want to do myself. So let me get a Google window up here. And I'm going to drag it over here and try to do it that way. Okay, let's try it again. All right, we're going to do screen one, not screen two. Okay. What I would like to do is to be able is I've created a little web page, and it's, if you're somebody that's familiar with the Go pages, we've got a little Go page at the top. Let me get rid of this. And if you go to do go.jpsms.org, okay, you're going to get to a page that looks similar to this, and you may have seen it before. But at the top, I've added a link for Stride, and it'll show. It kind of gives you an idea of who the schools are that have Stride, how do students log in, how do teachers log in, and frequently asked questions. Now, there is most of Stride, the way that Stride, all of your students are already loaded. They're in there. All of your teachers are already loaded, and the administrator accounts are created if you are somebody that has sent me the name and all the goodies that go along with it. So the way that you do it is, I'm going to go ahead and log out. You're going to have an administrator account that I'm going to send you. And what you're going to do is you're going to log in to that with that administrator account. It's going to ask you to put in an email address and change some things. So I'm not going to log in as you, but I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like once you get in. So I'm just for kicks today going to be Green Elementary. So I'm going to log in as Green Elementary. And once you get in here, you're going to see all of the goodies that you have. These are all of the classes and students that your kids are enrolled in. There's a lot of classes, and these are not the students that are enrolled. Don't get freaked out by the number of enrolled students. I don't know where that number comes from. Okay, but those are all the same children. They're just enrolled in different sections. Okay, that is the name of the person whose name that I've got there. I don't have the contact email because I just haven't filled it out. All I do is put your name and your contact information and your address and stuff in the system. All right, but now I'm going to go over here to Class Manager. And now you're going to see here are all of the classes at your school that have access to Stride. The first thing that you're going to want to do is pay attention to what this screen tells you. First of all, it tells you the KCC code, and that's critical. Everything runs around that KCC code. It's going to give you the name of the teacher and whether you can log in or deactivate, and we're not deactivating. You'll notice that the KCC code, and if you can't see it, you may want to zoom in on your browser. The KCC code is different for each class, okay? But each teacher needs that KCC code in order to log in. But but it's really easy. If you go up here to print logins, you can either print guides this way, or you can just print a master sheet. And when you do that, you'll see that you get all of the KCC codes and the class passwords for each one. And you do need that because they can't connect their classes without that password. And I've asked, can we change that? No, it's generated by the system. So they're pretty awful. Okay. So that's the first thing you're going to want to give the teachers are those KCC codes. Now, the next thing, oops, I popped out. Sorry, wrong button. We'll jump back in. The other thing you're going to want to look at under Class Manager is you want to be able to print the student information. Now, the easiest way that I found to do it is to do it as a teacher. And let them do it themselves. Okay, so I'm going to pretend to be, let's see. I'm going to scroll down here and be, let's see, what is that grade? I don't know why they're all coming in as grade. That's why they all come in as grade 1. That's very strange. Okay. Anyway, don't worry about the grade here. That's very strange. I'm going to come in here and be Miss Clincy because I know her and I can pick on her. So I'm going to click on login as her. And once you log in as her, you'll be able to see, she'll be able to see all of her rosters and all of her goodies. Now, you'll see that here's the kid's name and here is her password. The KCC code is on the other sheet from the teacher setting. All right, but I'm going to go ahead. I want to print the logins. So I'm going to click print logins. And you can do 2 things. You can print the master sheet, which is what really all the teachers need to do. And that'll give you the kid's ID and their password. You'll notice the password is all the same. I've asked. I cannot change that. You have to, each of the teachers has to change that. I'm sorry, it is what it is. But if you print this, the login sheet guides, one of the advantages of this is the kids can take this home. So if I select that, click print logins, it'll give me a sheet where I can send the code, the class code, the student code, all those goodies for each student. It can go home with them. Okay, so that if they want to use it at home, they can take this. You can just cut it out. It'll print 2 or 3 on a page. You can just cut it out and send it home. I am not going to print that today, so I'm just going to click finish. Okay, that's kind of the way to get started. Now, the way that the kids get started is a little different. I'm going to get a new incognito window open. And I'm going to go back to that go.jpsms.org website. Okay. And we'll go back to Stride because I want you to see that I do have how teachers log in. All right. And here's that information. And I do also have how the kids log in. You'll notice that the URL for the teachers is right here. It's different than the ones for the students. Okay. So I'm going to click for the students because I want to be able to get in as a student. So here I am. Here I am as my Stride Start. Now you'll notice that in the box over here, I don't know if you can see it at your end, you'll see it says the student ID or KCC code and then go. So what you've got to do as the teacher, if you haven't printed those sheets out, is you've got to have a student ID or a KCC code. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to my dashboard for my school. And I'm going to go back and click on green and pick on them a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to go back to Class Manager because I want to pick on a KCC code. I'm going to pick on Miss Clincy again. Here is her KCC code. All right, so I'm going to click copy just because I am. All right, and I'm going to go put, where am I? Too many tabs open. Where's my incognito window? Oop, there it is. I'm going to put that KCC code in there. And when I do that, it's going to pull up all of the students that are in that class because that's what we've been doing. We've been trying to get that done for you. So now I'm going to be Jordan Banks. Now, the password for every kid is the same. Okay, so it's not any big secret. It's the same for every kid in JPS. You can change that if you want, but it is this thing right here. So I'm going to go back and paste that in just because I don't want to type it. And it is a pain to type. I'm going to tell you, you might want to change those. I'm going to click Jordan Banks, welcome Jordan, and here is my screen. Okay, now, these are the 3 content areas that Jordan has access to: math, reading, and language. These are all the games. He can't play the games because if you were one of the ones that went to the training, you'll know he can't play those games until he earns coins by participating in the program. So I'm just going to go to the math. And I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it is talking to me. And I can turn that off if it's going to annoy you, okay? But I'm not going to click anything because I don't want to mess this baby up, okay? But as he answers, he's going to get coins and he's going to get points and he can go through it, all right? He's got his calculator here. He's got all of his goodies. He's got, oops, I'll switch him back. I don't want to switch him there. He's got his notepad. He can take notes. That's kind of how that works for him. As he accumulates coins, if I'm remembering correctly, he'll get to play the game. It's going to keep up with how long he's been in here. When you're ready to get out, all right, he can sign out, but I believe if you click that, you'll go back. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. I went wrong. Sorry, Jordan. I kicked him out. Okay. But that's how you kind of get in as a student. You don't have to remember any of this, because if you can keep up with this page, this go.jpsms.org page, you can you'll be able to find everything you need about how to get into it. Okay, that's really all there is to do. It's done. We're going to come back and do some longer training, probably later this week, I hope. But depending on timing and lab availability and time of day and all that other good stuff, I'm not sure how. We may just have to keep doing this video over and over again so you can get it. So if you are somebody who has watched the video, watch this. If you're the person who's watching me, I can kind of see that there's somebody watching. If you'll send me an email, I'll send you your username and password to get started. The username and password you need to get started is the admin account. There's one admin account for your building. Okay, that's kind of how they do it. And it's a standard password and it's a standard username. And once you do that, once you log in the first time, it's going to be ask you to put your email and some other information in there. You'll notice that right here, it tells you the KCC code for the Stride Administrator. You must get it from us. So if you're watching, go ahead and shoot me an email at the end of this, and I will send you your KCC code, and you can get in there and play. We will have some follow-up, either a webinar or on-site with the Stride people. There is a new Stride special person who's dedicated to, I think, either Mississippi. I think she's from Mississippi. And she has offered to come back because I told her it's been so long, I think we've pretty much forgotten exactly what to do. But again, your students are loaded. They're loaded in your teacher's classes. You as an administrator can see and get in and run reports and see everything. You can do everything. It's a lot. There's a lot of options once you get in there. So please, I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing that. But if you'll look, there are just lots and lots of things. We'll have a follow-up because we do need to get everybody to fix their school hours and kind of put their vacation stuff in there. There's no real good way that I've seen to do that for you. So I'm just not jumping up and down to do that for you. So if you want help, I can help you do that, but we may just let y'all sit in the little computer lab one day and you can change all your days and put your holidays and all those good things. Okay, nobody sent, and probably because it's hard to figure out how to do it on a Google Hangout Live, anybody that added any comments. So I'm going to go ahead. That's pretty much all I wanted to show you, was that it is ready. You do have the Go page. You can log in and put your credentials, and you will be rocking and rolling. Just to reiterate one more time, I'm going to show you this. If you are trying to log in as the administrator, this is just like every other program we're doing. Renaissance, Q, everything. ATI, the whole 9 yards. If you are not a student or a teacher who is in SAM, and by teacher, I mean a teacher who has students assigned, you will not be in this system. It is only teachers and students that come over from SAM. You must use the administrator code to get in, okay? And I have all of the codes to give you. I have a nifty little spreadsheet that has all of the codes in it, okay? And what's going to happen is when you get ready to log in to the Stride Academy, we'll go back to my incognito here so it won't mess up any of my logins, all right? When you get ready, you're going to go in as a teacher. Okay, Stride for staff. You're an administrator. Here you are, you're an administrator. You're going to put in, you have to do that every time, don't ask me why. You're going to put in your KCC code and the password that I'm going to send you. And then when you log, really? Well, maybe not. I'm sitting in the dark so you can see better, so maybe I mistyped it. Well, I guess we're not going there today. That's funny. I wonder why that's misbehaving. Let's go back to my friends at Green Elementary. Been messing with theirs the whole time. Oh, you know what? I bet because I copied the cell and not the text. I bet that's why it's running. 247. Come on. There we go. I have no explanation for the other. All right, there we go. We're logged in. Now, this is Kathy, because Kathy was the name that was submitted from her school. And you have class manager. You, as the administrator, you can log in and see everybody's classes. You can do whatever you need to do. We're not importing anything. We can run reports. You can set up your school hours. You can do your settings. You can have all your goodies, however you want to do it. Okay, this is all about you and your school. So remember, as the administrator, you are not going to have, you're not going to use that other login just like the students. All right, you're going to go to this one. It's on the web page. You can still get to the student, teacher, and admin from here, but it's just easier for the kids to go to one page. So, but teachers go here, admins go here, and those links are all explained and linked right here. If they click Stride for Staff, it's going to take them there. Stride for Students will take them to the students page. Stride for Staff will take them to the staff page, and or they can click here. I've got it in a bunch of places. Okay, so I am going to call it a day. Like I said, if whoever's out there in the world listening, if you will send me an email, I'll go ahead and send you your code. And then I'm going to send this video out to everybody else. And if they watch it, they can send me an email and I'll give them the code and they can get rocking and rolling. And then I will repeat this tomorrow at 3. I'll probably do another Hangout Live, but I might do a video call where you can actually log in and use your camera or just listen or whatever. So thanks and have a fabulous, fabulous afternoon. Bye.